Hey everyone, welcome back to the Poplar Report. We got ports, we got rails shutting down too. We have confirmations that rail lines across the United States are shutting down, especially on the East Coast. We have other stoppages happening out there, a threat of a West Coast sympathetic strike by workers on the docks over there too, means supplies are not moving at this critical moment. We also have reports out there that more U.S. soldiers are about to be deployed to the Middle East, quote, to protect Israel. We got lots of intel for the Southeast, as well as rapid developed shortage of paper towels and toilet paper. Yes, friends, the toilet paper shortage is coming back, and it's going to be another 2024 thing. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and we're keeping you up to date by using the updates that you guys provide. I appreciate all of you who have sent in reports, letting us know what you're seeing out there, and there is tremendous need right now. I've told you before that we were preparing for larger scale information and intel gathering situations like this one with this Hurricane Helene. So we're keeping the information flowing as best we can. Please do share what you have if it is something that needs to be shared with others. Before we dive in, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They help make this all possible. They're a great group of guys who are focused in on helping people secure their retirement accounts, and it's a really good thing to do. That's my opinion on the matter. If you want to learn more about what you can do with your IRA, make sure you mention this channel, because that way they do waive the setup fee, which can save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So we negotiated that directly with them. You won't get that from other companies, other financial planners and such like that. So there'll be a link at the end of the video for that. Okay, we got a report saying that nearly 100,000 people in Asheville, North Carolina, may not have water, quote, for weeks. Now, this is not some inflammatory newspaper article or something like that. This is from a press report from the city. They're saying extensive repairs are required for treatment facilities, underground and above ground water pipes, and roads that have washed away, which are preventing water personnel from accessing those parts of the system. They can't even get to all the parts of the system to even try to fix that. Once again, that's Asheville, North Carolina, about 100,000 people. We're getting a lot of reports of really tough situations in Asheville, North Carolina. Be praying for the folks there. We have reports out there that thousands of more U.S. soldiers are being deployed to the Middle East to help defend Israel. More and more soldiers going over to defend other countries, while we have great and desperate needs here for sure. We also have seen a few reports from you guys, and I've been able to confirm that via a number of different sources. Not only are the ports stopped across the East Coast from Boston all the way down to Houston, 46 ports I believe it is, or is it 26 ports? A lot of ports across the East Coast. We also are seeing trains with containers on them not moving. Like full trains full of containers that are at the ports, not moving away from the ports. We also have trains in other places inland further that are not moving either. We don't know exactly why that is. No one's declared to be striking or anything like that to cause that, but that is occurring right now. So we'll let you know as soon as we find out more about that. If you have information on why the railroads are not moving, let us know. Is it some kind of inventory thing? What is with that? This report from Backward Homestead. Update, I have friends in Western North Carolina. They said they can only get 1 day of food and water per day. With a max of 5 gallons per household, they have to bring their own containers. With fuel shortages, that makes it difficult to get each day. What about large families? I think they need water filters or gravity bucket kits so they can filter their own water. I don't see how bottled water can be sustainable. Also, maybe extra bucket or jug to collect water, possibly bucket toilets for areas with no water or septic. The government is not going to help. And what floors me is the fact that anyone thinks that in these type of situations that the government is going to do anything. They on these hurricanes, disaster responses, it's nonprofits, it's faith-based institutions that do the lion's share of the work. FEMA comes in and just kind of stands around and looks at everybody. The first time I ever saw a FEMA person actually ever do anything was actually under the Trump presidency. They actually deployed some of the FEMA people that were working in warehouses or whatever like that. They sent them out to the field and paid them to assist the volunteer organizations as just workers. And that everyone was kind of like, why are they here? And it's like, they're here to help us, which is like, what? Okay, so with regard to water, bottled water is not really sustainable, generally speaking, but when you move pallets full of it via trucks, it's more more palatable, right? You can also move it by rail in pallet form. Anything you can move in pallet form becomes a lot more sustainable than if you just are just carrying little items out. But what generally happens in these types of situations is water tankers. So I know the North Carolina Southern Baptist Disaster Relief has at least one water tanker. I think Tennessee has at least one. It's basically just like a gasoline tanker for a semi truck, except it's never seen fuel, right? It's just water. So clean water, they can fill it up with tap water in one location, then drive it over to another location. Usually it has a whole bunch of taps on the outside of it, so so lots of people can come up and get their water from that, or they can roll up to a device that is made out of PVC pipes that can disperse the water to lots and lots of people. They move up the tanker and people pick up their water. That's probably what's happening right now. That or, just pallets full of bottled water coming in. So that's kind of what a disaster situation will do. And that's probably what's happening. The problem is that water tankers are kind of a specialized thing that most why would you need a water tanker, right? That can handle potable water. The other place where they can get those things from is the U.S. military does have water tankers. So if they can get those into the area, you may see those out there. So don't freak out if you see the National Guard out there with water tankers, because they're one of the few people out there that actually has water tankers. But if they can't get enough of those, they'll just use palletized water, because then you can use any kind of box truck. All right, Sasha says, just a heads up, paper towels and toilet paper disappearing at Costco. Went to one, and this is not an isolated report. We're going to show you a couple other reports in other areas too. This is something that is happening now. Went to one in Middletown, New Jersey today, out of paper towels and minimal toilet paper. Also went to one in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Almost everyone had toilet paper, paper towels, and water in their cart. That's not near the disaster zone, but everyone is stocking up as if they're in the disaster zone. This also causes problems for the supply chain. Costco employees trying to stock more paper towels in Allentown, but people were taking them as fast as the guys were putting them out. Light stock of toilet paper. Seems people are waking up with the dock workers strike. I think food will really start disappearing soon, so keep stocking, everyone. Yes, people panic buying, go after the stupidest things. They go after the things that they needed last time, right? So that's why they're going after the toilet paper. And when they can't get enough toilet paper, they go after paper towels, because that was the last problem we have. But once they start going after other things, watch the ramen noodle disappear off the shelf, because people just always do that. It's a cheap way to stock up for sure, but people are going to go after those. They're going to go after the canned goods. If you need stuff, you better get it now before we see this short-term shock to the system. And with the ports shut down across the East Coast, and with potentially rail issues out there too, it's possible that the reason for the railroad issues is they're diverting trains to take stuff down into the disaster zone. So that's possibly what's happening. I don't know. Anyone who knows, let us know, and make sure you use the word update somewhere in your comment. That always gets it to the right place, right? Vintage Diecast says Kroger in coastal Virginia is experiencing another run on toilet paper and paper towels, as well as no store brand eggs, no 18 packs at all. Well, we've had an egg shortage, so that's also in people's recent memory. So they're going to grab eggs whenever they get a chance to. When people freak out, they immediately go after the things that they last ran out of. TDG, says toilet paper is out of stock already at local Sam's Clubs in Mandeville, Louisiana. So Louisiana. So we got Louisiana, we got West Coast, we got Virginia, we got Pennsylvania. Deb says, we just got a letter from our Medicare Advantage plans saying they are no longer going to offer them, which is Primera and Humana. We have also had 2 doctors retire in less than 6 months. The healthcare system is going to H&A handbasket. I removed some letters there for everybody's listening pleasure. Joan says, it is so bad here in western North Carolina from Asheville to further west, where there were 57 to 100 vehicles in line for gas at the pumps. They still had gas yesterday, and now people report of shootings happening at the gas pumps. Wait until our food markets are completely out of food when they start doing that to each other over there. We're told in less than a month we won't recognize this country or ourselves. I fully believe it. Hang on, it's getting real says, hi Steve, my mom just told me in Clear Lake, Houston area, Texas, people are panic buying at Costco. So Texas, long lines with full carts. I'm glad I'm all set. And here in Northeast Texas, people are panic buying at Walmart. I asked the cashier what for, and she said the dock strike. She said it was almost as bad as the C-19 shopping. Many empty shelves. We're going to have a hard time reporting on all those shelves. Like I said, this network of information gathering is for times like these. If you have critical information, or if you're seeing something developing, or you know what's happening behind the scenes, please do share that with the rest of us. Color by Crayons says, port update, Newark and Elizabeth in New Jersey. Billboards on New Jersey Turnpike note the ports are indeed closed. All cranes pointed up, no ships under that I can see. Trains are loaded but standing still. This is one of the reports that I was sharing with you. Minimal container truck traffic along the turnpike, most likely impacting just local shipping. JB says, update here. Where we live in West Virginia, the Food Lion grocery store won't have a trailer for 2 more days. Store is in pretty bad shape. We won't have to worry about food, but so many are not prepared for anything. All I have to say is keep praying and prepping. And from Olan, King, North Carolina, Walmart wiped out of water and formula for babies. The store is also swamped with people on a Monday afternoon. Crazy. But when you look around, people have very few items in their buggies. Probably because everyone is broke and credit cards are maxed out. Keep the news coming. Steve, thank you from North Carolina. Friends, I hope you understand that these reports are really helping and impacting people's lives for the better out there. I'm a little overwhelmed trying to do this from the road here for sure, but I see it so very important to keep these things moving and keep these reports flowing to you, especially at critical times like this. Also, especially since Dave of Southern Prepper One is busy where he is too. I know that a lot of people depend on him for boots on the ground reports and everything like that too. All right, friends, we're going to try to keep you guys informed of everything going on out there. Personal update for me is it rained all day, so I got wet, drowned like a rat, and wasn't able to get any videos done out there. So I'm scrambling to get this one done for you here in the little Airbnb, not Airbnb, bed and breakfast that I guess I'm in. It's like a hostel, but you kind of get a whole room to yourself. But it's like a hostel room. It's got 3 beds in here, 3 twin beds in here. Yeah, my spirits are up. I'm sore as anything, but doing well, meeting some good people. All right, friends, watch out for others. Do what you can. Patera and Pinball have joined forces, it sounds like, out there to do good. So that's great. Grindstone, I did actually get an update on that, and I forgot to read that. Grindstone is deploying to Tennessee, I believe. They are looking for volunteers with chainsaws as well as mud out and just other skills and necessities. You do have to, I believe, with them deploy fully self-sufficient, so you have to bring your own food and all that kind of stuff like that. But if you want to find out more about that directly, check out Grindstone Ministries. That's through Bear Independent. I don't know if Bear himself is going to actually be deploying, but definitely his organization is going to be doing that. So they're good folks. Also, there's Samaritan's Purse is an opportunity out there for you to volunteer and go down there and help if you can. Samaritan's Purse is a great one to donate to. Grindstone is a good one to donate to. Pinball, Patera would be a great one to donate to. I'm just not sure if they have too much money at this point. You say, Steve, how can that possibly be? It's difficult, logistics and all that kind of stuff like that. So just check over with them before you donate with them. Make sure that they're still looking for donations, or if they're just kind of swamped with everything that they have going on right now. But all right, friends, thanks so much for joining us. I will see you guys in the next update. Steve Pop, if you want to find out more about Genesis Gold, by the way, there's a link right there. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right there. I'll see you later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report out.